everybody? It's your boy Goat back in the building, back with another one. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Goat Mike Hizzy God. Follow me on Twitter, Lakers fan. My cash app, $DACIA 1448. Follow my second channel as well, Lakers channel, Big Mike. Follow me on Twitch at MC362855, A-Weapons, Midlife Music. We're gonna get right into the next topic. This video might be a little bit longer than my last one. This one's probably gonna be about 20 minutes, maybe. Just 1 second, y'all. I can't find it so far. So far, I cannot find that.
There's factors.
Okay. I'm going to react to Russell Westbrook's press conference. I'm going to react to his press conference, and we're just going to, get his thoughts on, what he has to do for the Lakers and stuff like that. That's going to be the start of the video.
In the past, you've been used to being the focal point of the offense. Now you don't have to worry about that. And what adjustments will you make now that you're playing with people like AD and LeBron?
First, man, it's surreal. I think it still hasn't kind of hit me yet that being from LA, growing up, not too far from being able to watch the parades.
So a little humble.
Try to go to them, miss school to try to go to them. Being a Laker fan and being from LA, but now everything coming full circle for me is it's a blessing. It's a lot of things I can't put into actual words just because, some of these dreams don't come true for people like myself. And I'm truly blessed and thankful for this opportunity. And, I can't wait to get started. And then secondly, I've been blessed to be able to go on my 14th season. And each year I try to find ways, like Rob mentioned, to be able to uplift and make my teammates better around me. And AD and Brian are friends of mine first. And me being a teammate, my job is to come in and uplift them. And they do the same with me, vice versa. And as the season prolongs, we will figure it out. There will be ups, there will be downs, and that's normal. That's okay. We will figure out how to play the best way that we want to play to be able to win a championship.
Kyle Gunn, Orange County Register. Russ, I was just wondering what it was like kind of talking to LeBron and AD.
So far, I like what I hear from Russ. I like what I'm hearing from Russ. I like his mentality coming in. Russ is coming in. He seems to be humble. I like the way he's coming in. I like the fact that he's coming in. He's humble, and he looks like he's ready to work already. You know what I'm saying? When you watch guys like Dennis Schroeder, when Dennis Schroeder came into the team, the man was demanding he start. He was demanding this and demanding that. So props to Russ. Russ is, he looks very humble from what I can see. He sounds humble. He sounds like he's ready to win a championship.
In a comfort level that you guys could kind of work a chemistry and a fit on and off the court. What were those conversations like, and how did you get comfortable with the idea that you guys could all play together?
Honestly, we've, this stuff happened so quickly. This happened so fast. Last week or 2 weeks or so, But we've had brief conversations and talked about obviously what we need to do and how we need to do that. And we'll address that as training camp and as the season comes along, and we'll figure it out.
Russ, when you went through this process, how draining was it? How tiring was it? And how happy was your family that you got back home to LA?
And it was, anytime a situation like this comes about or an opportunity presents itself, it can be stressful, it can be a lot of emotions, but ultimately, the biggest thing for me is being in this league when you know teams that actually want you and actually want you to be a place. To me, that means more than anything else. And at that point, it's my job to make sure that I come and do what I'm supposed to do, and that's to come and compete and make sure that we have a chance to compete for a championship. And yes,
I like this mentality. I like the mentality of Russell Westbrook right now. That reminds me.
I was very, very happy.
Hey, Russ, welcome back to LA. When you look at the way the league is kind of shaping up right now, where do you see this team stacking up with some of these other contenders, and how meaningful is it for you to be back in a situation where you can say at the start of the year that the goal is to win a championship, and that's potentially attainable with this group?
Yeah, man, to be honest, my mindset is I never really worry about no other team. To be honest, control what's in our locker room, and how we able to compete and go out and put our team up against anybody. And that's just kind of how my mindset is, and that's where I stand with it.
Hey, man, Russ seems very humble right now. The man seems humble. He seems like he's ready to win. Hold on.
Yo, your boy Russ, he coming back home to LA. He from LA, he finna come home. Russ finna dunk on every single body. He finna go home. He finna get equal up. He finna win his first championship ever. Camille Anthony, I'm coming home. Let's go. It's your boy Russ. Russ is home. He finna go hard. He finna show the haters. Shut the hell up. Nigga talking shit on Russ, but he finna come in do his thing. Let's go. My boy Russ, he finna show out. He finna act a fool, and that's the fact. Niggas gotta talk shit. They can't hate. But it's alright. Russ finna shoot us up. Russ in the dark. Russ in the down. Russ go hard in the paint. 24/7. We got this thing. We got.
Yeah, Russell, do you feel like you have anything to prove?
No, I don't. I've been blessed and thankful to be able to be in this league so long, and lucky to be able to play and be healthy. When I got drafted in the NBA, that was me proving people wrong. When I was able to go to college and get a degree, that was me proving people wrong. Not a degree, I wish I had a degree. But go to college, go to UCLA from Major City, that was me proving people wrong. Just making it out the hood was proving people wrong. I don't need to do that anymore. I've been able to bless the people around me, my family, been able to impact people all across the world with this platform that's been given to me, and I'm continue to do that. And obviously want to win a championship, but ultimate goal is to make sure we use what we have to impact others around you.
Hi, Russell. Mark, we didn't hear you. I said that. Congratulations. Good to see you. How do you initially envision how you and LeBron will share ball handling and playmaking duties?
As you know, Bron is one of the best players to play this game. And his ability to be able to kind of do everything on the floor allows me to be able to just figure it out. I'm coming to a championship caliber team, and my job is to make sure that I'm able to make his game easy for him. And I'll find ways to do that throughout the game.
Dennis Schroeder, take notes. Dennis Schroeder, take notes.
There's many different ways you can impact the game without having the ball in your hands. And I've been able to do that for many years, and I will figure it out.
Hey Russ, I know you grew up in LA watching Lakers going to parades and stuff. You also had a really close relationship with Kobe Bryant. What did you have that in your head at all when this trade was coming together and in just these last couple of weeks since it's happened?
Yeah, it hasn't left my head. It's things that we've talked about, me and him. Just the potential of me being able to be a Laker and understanding what that entails. And it's just crazy to think about, and that will be with me every time I put that Laker jersey on. And that's all I can say about that.
Yes, I got a few questions on Zoom.
Okay, we're going to start off with Mike Chabot.
Hey, Russ, welcome to Los Angeles. Just to follow up on Kobe, that there was that time during his last year he came to Oklahoma City, and you and KD had some time with him in the locker room and kind of exchanged gifts. And it just wondered, the whole mentality he used to talk about when he thought about you was something that Rob alluded to, that constant competitive fire. Was that the thing that he related to you most with, or did it just come from competition and all the time that you spent playing against him and so on and talking to him?
I think that was the initial thing that kind of brought us together, as being able to compete and not be able to take nights off. But we began to have a better relationship off the floor as brothers and talking about other things outside of basketball and things that we been able to do with this game. And to me, that is the most important thing I've ever been able to cherish from Kobe, that I will continue to cherish and live on.
Just an anecdote to that. I remember, I still have his voice in my head, but the year that Russell broke the record that no one thought would ever be broken in terms of averaging a triple-double and putting himself in the category of players like the Big O. There were a small handful of players around the NBA that Kobe really felt like embodied that sort of Mamba mentality. And I remember throughout that year, just his praise for Russell's approach and, him talking about that competitive edge that is rare in sports, across all sports, and that I could just hear him say he gets it, like he's got it.
Okay, our next question will be from Dave, ESPN.
Hi, fellas. Coming to you from Vegas. Start with Russ. I have a question for Rob as well. Russ, you've had so many moments in your career, whether it be that first round series against the Lakers, obviously the relationship with Kobe playing the Lakers in the bubble in the playoffs, that Nipsey Hussle tribute game. Melo spoke to us about how just the Lakers, even though we never played for them, always seemed to be on his radar to some extent. I wondered if you could speak to that. Did you share a type of sentiment like that where you felt like the Lakers were kind of circling in your career?
At some point. Obviously, being from LA, you always wish that you can play for your home.
What's good, Amir?
And being able to do that. But that's definitely something that always kind of circled around in my mind, and maybe one day. But I always will come back and be like, that probably won't happen. But, I just kind of wait to see if that ever happened. But now we're here, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
And for Rob, last season, the team certainly was decimated by injuries, and that could have been the direction that you kind of came to a conclusion on, that, hey, if we had help.
Russ looks very humble.
Back. What motivated you to make such dramatic changes?
I like what I'm hearing.
Opportunity. I think it was an opportunity to make an aggressive move that we felt like bettered our probability to bring the 18th title to the Los Angeles Lakers. And when an opportunity like that comes, you're thoughtful, you analyze it, you look at the pros and cons, and then you make a decision. That's what leaders are tasked to do. And we felt like this was an opportunity to maximize our ability to do what we're obsessed to do, and that's to bring an 18th title to this city.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Kate.
So we're going to throw it back to you guys there. Do you want to go ahead? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Russell, you've always been so adamant about how Challengers and Boys and Girls Club developed who you were as a young man. Now you get to come home and be the role model for the young boys and girls who were once where you, or who are where you once were. What does that mean to you?
That is kind of the most important thing about being back home, being able to inspire and impact people, especially our youth in our communities, especially underserved communities, especially the city of LA, kind of where I grew up at. And my focus would be out into the community, like it's always been, and I will continue to find ways to uplift our communities, as much as I can.
Hey, Russ. Haley Winslow, Fox 11. Welcome back.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You have so many titles to be proud of. What do you think is the biggest thing you have to offer to the Lakers? And then just for fun, what are you most looking forward to off the court about being back home?
Offer to, like, I just, one thing I always have done and always will do is stay true to myself. I think you can never waver, and I can never waver in this league. And when I've been in it for a long time, and I always want to stay true to who I am. And with that, making sure that I'm able to listen and be all ears, because I am coming to unbelievable organization, team, and players that I'm able to learn from. Each year I try to find things I can learn and to be able to help improve my game and be a better player. And I will do that, here as well. And being back home, just being able to be with my kids all the time is being able to see my mom and dad and my wife all the time is, to me, the best thing you can ask for, kind of being back home and not having to have to travel everywhere is a blessing for me.
Okay, let's do a few more.
Hey, Russ, 7-10.
What's good, truly blessed?
A lot of the new vets.
Stay blessed, man.
Play with you. Just want to get your thoughts on the roster, this kind of combination veterans, obviously LeBron, Anthony Davis. Your thoughts on the roster?
Yeah, man, it's amazing. The roster is great. A bunch of guys that I've already known previous, which is even better. And I'm more excited just to, like I said before, man, I'm always interested in as I come into the season, I'm always looking at the roster and figuring out how I can make other guys better. And it's as simple as that. And I want to be able to leave an impact on people when they either play with me or come across me, and obviously in a positive way. And I'll find ways to do that with our roster. But I'm really looking forward to getting together with all the guys and figuring out.
Already Phil or athletic, please? Just one order.
Cool question for Frank. Russ kind of shared a little bit of his vision of how this might work out over time, and I'm curious, what is your vision for how LeBron, AD, and Russell can all work together, and in what ways do you see each of them maybe needing to adapt their games for it all to maximize its fullest potential?
Yeah, well, I think anytime you have three great players like this, there is an element of sacrifice required, and we've all talked about that and are all in on that. But these three guys can do it all. And what I love about our group, Bron, AD, and Russ, is they're all make the right play players. You know what I mean? It's not just about scoring or being a one-dimensional player. They can all do it all. So I'm most excited about seeing what the three of them on the court at the same time looks like. I think we're going to be an extremely dynamic, fast-breaking team, and one that can play. They can play off of all three guys in many different ways. So, I think with the speed and athleticism of those guys, plus the guys the complementary parts we put together, the shooters and the defenders, I think we got a real chance this year to do something special. And it's on us now to put in the work, and if you get these type of talented guys to buy in and put in the work, hopefully we can achieve something special.
Sorry, please.
Question for Russell and Frank as well. Much has been made about the age of this roster. Could that actually be a weapon, something to serve to your advantage if we consider that age equals experience?
Age does equal experience. IQ intelligence helps you win. And in terms of motivation, the motivation for us is that trophy. Not what people are saying. This group is highly driven to get back on top. And I don't really think about anything about what anybody's saying about our age, but I do agree that the experience will be necessary and will help us win.
Sorry, last question.
No, go ahead.
Kyle Goon again. Russ, I was just wondering, you had so much stability in Oklahoma City for such a long time, and then you've played for a couple teams in the last couple of years. Yeah. Does that change your concept of what you want out of a franchise, and is your vision, and obviously, there's factors beyond any one person's control, but is your vision to be with the Lakers for a long time?
My vision, in this league, you understand this is a business, and through that, you just do your job, and that's what I'll continue to do. As far as the business side of basketball, and figure out where I would be, and I wouldn't imagine that I'd be here 3 or 4 years ago. It's just something that I can't fathom. But while I'm here, I will compete the best way I know how, give everything that I have, and I'll let the business side of basketball take care of that.
Well, Allison's coming up too. I want to thank Russell's family and support team that's here today too. And when I was an agent for James Harden, I went to a lot of Thunder games early in his career, and Russell's dad is going to be a perfect part of Lakers Nation with the energy he brings.
We're going to do some photos.
Perfect.
Bob's going to officially introduce Russell.
What's good, LA Sports Live?
It is official, if you will, big game.
I like that.
Russell Westbrook, a Los Angeles Laker. You like that?
I do. For me, having played in the 80s, and to see how the league has evolved as to, players trying to connect, to, collaborate, even trying to win championships and trying to create that chemistry. And you see what's happened in Brooklyn. You see what happened in Golden State a few years ago.
Yo, your boy Russ, coming back home to LA. He's from LA. He finna come home. Russ finna dump on every single body. He finna go home. He finna get me from them. He finna.
Hold on. That's the end of the interview. Hey, man. Shout out to Russ, man. Big dog status. Salute everybody in the chat. It's your boy, Coach. Hey, man. I lost like 21 subs last night. But I don't care. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep doing my thing. And I'm going to keep doing what I do best. People can like it or they can like it. Now, let's get crunk in this bitch. Yo, your boy Russ, he coming back home to LA. He from LA. He finna come home. Russ finna dunk on every single body. He finna go hard. He finna get triple-double. He finna win his first championship ever. To Anthony, I'm coming home. Let's go. It's your boy Russ. Russ is home. He finna go hard. He finna show the haters to shut the hell up. Niggas talking shit. On Russ, but he's finna come in through his thing. Let's go. My boy Russ, he finna show out. He finna act the fool, and that's the fact. Niggas gotta talk shit and keep it. But it's all right. The Russ finna show us up. Russ is a dog. Russ is an animal. Russ go hard in the paint. 24/7. We out this thing. We out. It's your boy Goldie. I want to hear that one more time. Yo, your boy Russ, he coming back home to LA. He from LA. He finna come home. Russ finna dunk on every single body. He finna go hard. He finna get triple-double. He finna win his first championship ever. To Anthony, I'm coming home. Let's go. It's your boy Russ. Russ is home. He finna go hard. He finna show the haters to shut the hell up. Niggas talking shit
on West. When you finna come in through his thing. Let's go. My boy Russ, he finna show out. He finna act the fool. And that's the fact. Niggas gotta talk shit and keep it. But it's alright. The rest for the show was up. Russ is a dog. Russ is an animal. Russ go hard in the paint. 24/7. We got this thing. We got it.
All right, y'all. Let's get back. Hell yeah, Bad Boys. Yeah, Bad Boy said not real subs. Yeah, I think I had a lot of robots. Yep, I think I had a lot of robots. Not gonna lie. But let's get right into this thing. Okay, let's get right into this. Whew. Let me explain. Hold up. Let me look at my title again. Okay, let me explain why the roster is underrated. Okay. Everybody talks about the age, stuff like that. Age is experience. Reason number 2. Russ is a player. He's known as playing reckless, turning the ball over, not playing team ball. But Russ is playing for a championship organization. Russ playing in OKC and the Wizards. Those are not championship organizations. This is Russ's first time playing for a championship coach, a championship organization, and he's got guys that won chips on the team. So he's gonna come in here, and I believe he's gonna come in and do his thing. This roster is very underrated. We have underrated guys. They can shoot, can jump. We got some versatility on defense, offense. We got shooters, all those things. People are sleeping on us, and that's what we need. We need everybody to keep sleeping and keep dreaming on us, and they're gonna find out the hard way. So this is supposed to be explaining why Lakers roster is underrated. I think we're underrated because of our age. Our age makes us underrated. So let me know what y'all think about the Russ interview. That was mostly at Russ. I'm gonna change the title, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this live down. I'm gonna change the title later. Hey, great video. I got how many more videos I gotta drop? 1, 2. Yep, I got one more video I'm gonna drop. One more video to drop. I will have a live panel. I will have a live panel around I wanna say 6:00. Around 6:00, I'm gonna have a live panel where everybody can come on and talk basketball. So I'm gonna drop one more video. Make sure to check me out at 6:00. 6:00. 6:00, I'm gonna have a live panel. Everybody can come on and talk basketball. So 6:00, expect me to hop on, and we're gonna chop it up. So we out.